Imagine being able to see events happening miles away in real time. Sounds like science fiction, but for St. John Bosco, it was a miraculous reality that left everyone astounded. In 1861, this holy man demonstrated a gift that would make even modern technology seem mundane. The Miracles and Prophecies of St. John Bosco, a project of America Needs Fatima. I'm your host, Adrian Fonseca. Subscribe for new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today, we're diving into an extraordinary incident that occurred during Don Bosco's retreat in Bergamo in February of 1861. This event not only showcases Don Bosco's supernatural gifts, but also his deep connection with his students and his commitment to their spiritual well-being. As we explore this remarkable story, keep in mind these key themes: the reality of supernatural gifts in the lives of saints, the deep spiritual connection between a holy mentor and his charges, and the importance of maintaining a clear conscience and heeding God's call. And a question for you to think about during the video: how can you better show love to those under your charge? Oh, and before I forget, stay tuned to learn more about how you can bring a piece of Don Bosco's inspiring vision into your own home. The details are in the description box down below if you just can't wait. But now, the story. The chronicles of Father Bonetti and Father Rufino carry this summary of Don Bosco's good night on February 1st. This Sunday, we shall celebrate the beautiful feast of St. Francis de Sales. It calls for cleanliness of body and soul. True, we have had confessions without end, general and particular, all this past month, and your consciences are all in order. Yet I desire something more, that all the boys of this world, especially the oratory boys, gain a plenary indulgence. I said that you all have your consciences in order, but that is not really true. Some are still turning a deaf ear and resisting God's call. Obviously, something stronger than God's voice is needed to shake them up. These boys are so few that one can hardly refer to them in the plural. But it is still very unfortunate that there should be some who do not take advantage of so many extraordinary graces. I myself have learned more during these 3 nights than during the whole of my life. I hope that these unfortunate lads will heed the Lord's warning. But if they continue to delay, to clear up their consciences, I will call them myself. On Monday, February 4th, Don Bosco left for Bergamo, where Bishop Peter Speranza had invited him to preach to the seminarians on their spiritual retreat. One of them, the cleric of Locatelli, was appointed to escort Don Bosco from his room to the pulpit. He told us of how effective Don Bosco's simple, incomparable eloquence was. Midway through his sermon on hell, Don Bosco, deeply moved and sobbing uncontrollably, stopped, unable to continue. The impression this made on his audience was indescribable, leaving all in stunned silence. Father Bonetti and Father Rufino's chronicles continue as follows. An incident that took place during this retreat convinced us strongly that Don Bosco sees far into the future. On Wednesday evening, February 6, 1861, at about 6, he wrote to Father Alessonati, telling him, among other things, yesterday, Tuesday, the devil scored a telling victory among the oratory boys, and I am afraid he will do the same today. While riding still in the city of Bergamo, he could also see that 2 boys, Geroc and Parigi, were at the oratory in Turin that very moment, writing a note to him. He then saw them chasing each other around the playground. He closed his letter with greetings to both of them. That evening at supper, with the seminary staff, he jokingly remarked, "Today, while writing a letter to the oratory, I saw 2 boys writing a letter to me." "How is that possible?" they exclaimed. Don Bosco simply replied, "Tomorrow you'll see if it's true or not." The next day, Thursday, Father Alosonati received Don Bosco's letter. During dinner at the seminary, a servant brought a letter for Don Bosco. "It's from Turin," the faculty members remarked. Don Bosco opened it, and to everyone's astonishment, delightedly pulled out 2 short notes from Girac and Parigi. After night prayers that evening, Father Alosonati publicly read Don Bosco's letter. All were painfully surprised, but the letter told the truth. Meanwhile, as Don Bosco continued the retreat, he won over the seminarians' hearts with his persuasive sermons and his down-to-earth familiarity. Mingling freely with them in recreation, he told them jokes and stories, squatting on the ground with a crowd of them in a semicircle around him. The rector, however, was not too happy with this approach. In his opinion, it did not befit priestly dignity, but the seminarians were immensely pleased. Had they been allowed, one and all, they would have followed him to Turin. And as we reflect on this incredible demonstration of Don Bosco's spiritual gifts, we're reminded of the importance of staying connected to our faith and to those who guide us spiritually. But what if you could have a daily reminder of this saint's extraordinary life and teachings? Bring St. John Bosco's inspiration into your home. As a monthly promoter, you'll receive beautiful images of this remarkable saint and merry help of Christians. These beautiful pictures will be your daily reminders of Don Bosco's incredible legacy and the power of faith. Imagine waking up every single morning to his kind eyes, or maybe feeling Our Lady's protective gaze as you go about your day. These aren't just images, they're windows into a world of devotion and miracles. Ready to transform your space and your spirit? Join our monthly promoter family today and surround yourself with visual inspiration that speaks to your soul. The link is in the description box down below to become a monthly promoter of the miracles and prophecies of St. John Bosco today. So click that link in the description box below to sign up and join us today. Don Bosco's miraculous visions of the students' letters serves as a powerful testament to the extraordinary gifts that God can bestow upon his faithful servants. This event, occurring just 56 years before the miracle of the sun at Fatima, reminds us that God continues to work wonders through his chosen ones all throughout history. The key lessons that I'm drawing away from this story are the importance of maintaining a clear conscience, as Don Bosco urged his students to do, the reality of spiritual warfare as evidenced by Don Bosco's warnings about the devil's victories, and the power of holy persons' prayers, and that Don Bosco demonstrated an ability to see beyond the constraints of time and space. This gift, however, was always used in service of his mission to guide souls to heaven, never for selfish gain. And as we go about our daily lives, let us remember Don Bosco's example. May we strive to keep our consciences clear, remain attentive to God's call, and cultivate a deep concern for spiritual well-being of those around us. Who knows? Perhaps by following his example, we too might catch glimpses of the profound spiritual realities that surround us every day. So what did you think about today's episode? What stood out to you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, so please leave a comment. I try to respond to as many as I can, so I'll see you in the comment section. Thank you for joining me today. St. John Bosco, pray for us. May God bless you, and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you.